All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Hope all of you are doing well wherever you are. Hope you guys are having a very, very good weekend. At least one thing is a positive. Chelsea can't ruin our weekend because we play Monday evening, Monday night, UK time. So one big positive is that weekend is secured, well and truly secured. So hope all you guys are doing well. Obviously, Ramadan is just around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, in a couple of days' time. So big up to each and every one of you guys that are preparing for Ramadan. I'm absolutely preparing for Ramadan. Hopefully have a very, very big month. Want to pray as much as I can and ask for forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness, ladies and gentlemen. Look, do you know what? I didn't pay too much attention to the Premier League table in recent times. All I know that we're 11th. But this morning, Sunday morning for me, obviously you guys, it's Sunday morning for a lot of you guys now. I woke up after that disastrous result of Arsenal. Obviously, very happy result for Arsenal, but for the rest of us who dislike Arsenal a lot, disastrous result for us. I thought, let me just check the Premier League table again. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll just, because obviously there was a lot of Premier League matches that happened overnight. Thought I'll just watch. I thought I'll just have a look at the Premier League table, and honestly, it embarrassed the living daylights out of me. Looking at that Premier League table absolutely embarrassed the living daylights out of me. Wolves are 8th. Wolves are 5 points clear of Chelsea Football Club. We're 11th. Wolves, a particular club. I mean, God knows how many adversities that this particular team has had over the last so many seasons. The amount of managers they've flipped through as well since Nuno. I think there was Bruno Lage, there was Lopetegui, now there's Gary O'Neill. I don't know whether there was another manager in between. I'm not really sure. The lack of resources and budget that Wolves have, the up and down nature of that football club, Pedro Neto being injured, their main player, star player. They've lost a lot of players in recent times as well. Podence, Ruben Neves, Joao Moutinho, many more. Has this football club just picked up the pieces? I also don't forget the injury to Jimenez. Obviously, Jimenez has moved on from Wolves. Has this football club just picked up the pieces and just carried on? So many people tipped Wolves to be abysmal this season. In fact, so many people tip Wolves to be pathetic almost every season. What excuses do we have? Do you know what? I was just trying to think, can we salvage this season to some level of dignity? It don't matter anymore. It really don't matter. It really don't matter. It's been a failure this season for Chelsea Football Club. Whichever way you look at it, however you want to write it, it's been a failure. And in recent times, I've been so caught up with the owners, the board, because I've been trying to understand the owners a lot more, trying to understand what these guys are all about. I think it's safe to say at least a change of manager. Hopefully, if we can get, and this is where I once again fall into the trap where I can't think of a new manager until I get rid of these Mickey Mouse directors. But keeping the owners and directors aside for a second, surely a change of manager, a manager that can at least get something out of this playing unit, is paramount. Poch has failed magnificently. Pochettino has failed superbly. Like last season, the bar got so low. Last season, I've never ever seen Chelsea operate in that manner like last season. Since I started following Chelsea, obviously during the Roman era, I've never ever seen Chelsea in this state. And we all thought that surely, no more last season shenanigans. This season, you got to do something. And you know what? Poch, like this guy, I'm sorry to say, I don't like associating the word fraud. He's moved like a fraud, man. It's proper fraudulent behavior from Pochettino. He had a preseason. He's got talented players. Yeah, sure. Young players, no problems. I understand. No one asked you to win the Premier League. But 11th, Wolves are 8th, man. Wolves got 41 points. They're 5 points ahead of us. Pochettino, you're a massive fraud, my man. You are one magnificent fraud. Poch, you are one gargantuan fraud, man. Honestly. You've not been able to embed a playing style. You've been running our players ragged. Our players are just running headless chicken. Some of our players are losing, are getting their reputation, degraded. Players like Enzo Fernandez, players like Caicedo, like they're getting bashed in social media on a regular basis. We have our fan base crying for Declan Rice, crying for Kai Havertz, crying for everyone that we've, everyone that we've let go of, or everyone that we've been linked with. People upset about Jorginho as well. We've become a club that we can't be happy with what we have. We are just always pondering and wondering with all the players that have left us. It's sad, man. It's a sad state. But people still have the audacity, just stay patient. Things don't just change overnight. What do you mean patient? Look, all I'm going to say is can you believe it? We've stuffed up 2 seasons in a row. Can you actually believe that? And I'm starting to clock a lot more. Like Poch, I know recently I've been saying that don't be surprised if Poch doesn't go. I still will continue saying that. Don't be surprised if Poch doesn't go, because our owners seem to like him a lot. But Poch needs to go. You need to bring in someone competent to at least get some level of performance from these lot. We're not even coming 6th or 7th. We have absolutely firmed it in 10th, 11th, 12th. That's our position, 10th, 11th, 12th. And people have the audacity to tell us, stay patient, stay calm, be positive. What do you mean? No one, as I said, no one's asked to win the Champions. No one's asked to win the Premier League. No one's even asking for Champions League positions anymore. That's how much we have lowered our bar. We are elated. We are in a euphoric state if we can even make it to Europa. Do you understand how low we have dropped? And yet people tell us to stay patient, stay calm, stay positive. We have dropped the bar so low. And this manager that we have continuously keeps telling us, this is not the same Chelsea. Forget the old Chelsea. Under this new Chelsea, expectations cannot be met. But forget about the old Chelsea. This new Chelsea, it's not even getting the bare minimums. This new Chelsea is a mid-table Chelsea. Is that what you're trying to sell me? Is that the product that you're trying to sell me? This Chelsea, new Chelsea, is worse than Wolves. Wolves, a particular club that have gone through so much adversity. So much adversity. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. And this manager, I'm sorry, for all the people that want stability, for all the people, you got to still stick around with the manager, or cannot have this chop and change of the manager. Well, no one wants to chop and change, man. Look, no one. If Poch at least got bare minimum, if he at least was right now 6th or 7th, I'm telling you, not many people would be too upset. I mean, they would be annoyed still, like, why are we 6th and 7th and not competing in the top 4? But at least people will be able to say, do you know what? It's an upgrade from last season. Let's see what he can do next season. This season, Poch has literally, he's repeated last season. Poch has been able to repeat last season, and last season was so bad. And this season, he's been able to repeat last season with a full preseason, with quite a lot of talented players that have come through. Sure, there's been injuries to key personnel, no problems, but you still have enough talented players to do well. You've got, this season, you've actually got a structure, whether we like it or not, whether we like the structure or not, that's a different story. But at least you've got a structure, sporting directors, recruiters, owners. Last season was mad. There were so many players. Poch didn't have to deal with 40 plus players this season. It's truly shambolic to be. I think Newcastle game is going to be our 27th game of the season in the Premier League. It's shambolic to be in March, almost mid-March, to be 11th. The Super Monty, thank you so much for the super chat. Please bring this energy on Poch to all you eat needed. Yeah, look, lately I've been too caught up with the owners and the directors, but do you know what? Like, this manager, Poch, he needs to be removed first as well. He does need to be removed. We do need to bring in someone competent that can get something out of this current mob. At least bring us back to Europa. Can we not even make forget about Europa. We can't even make Conference League. We can't even make Conference League. Not that I want to, but we can't even make conference. James Atwood, the whole season is dead again. We won't win the FA Cup. We won't finish even top half of the league. I've absolutely no faith in this club anymore. Yeah, it's mad. It's actually mad. 2 seasons failure. From here, look, from here, it's a failure. It's a failure. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether we go long in the FA Cup. It don't matter. It's a failure. The fact that Wolves are 8th, 5 points clear, it's a failure. It's a failure. Regardless of what happens from here, it's a failure. And let's be honest, it's not like things are going to change drastically. We may get a victory against Newcastle. We may not. We may get a draw. We may lose. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. It's up in the air. It's up to God. It's up to Ya Rab. We may go past Leicester in the FA Cup, but you best believe soon we're gonna meet someone, meet a decent football club, and they'll take us apart. So it's a failure. It's a failure. It's a 100% failure. Another failure. 2 failures in a row. Wow. Haj, let's be honest, brother. Sorry if this is negative. Do you see any hope for the future? Because I'm not even excited with new coach or player in the summer. There's 0 individuals other than James I connect with. Look, I've said it. We've entered dark ages. We've entered the dark ages. Even with the new manager, I mean, you hope that at least we don't finish 11th and 12th. At least we somehow manage to come top 6, 7, and then slowly work from there. But if our owners and our directors continue with the model of progressing forward with youth, young players, then it's going to be a struggle all the time. It's going to be a struggle all the time. And more importantly, can we trust these owners and the board to bring in someone very, very good? I mean, as I've been saying many times recently, we just have to get lucky with a manager. We just have to get lucky. We have to pray to God and get lucky with a manager. Because I can't trust these directors and owners to select a very good manager next up after Pochettino. They'll just select another idiot. And we as a fan base will just have to hope that they continue to go through idiots after idiots after idiots, and hopefully one day someone special they land on by chance, because these directors are fools. They'll not be able to select someone right for this football club. And the merry-go-round will continue. Vatty FC, thank you so much for the super chat. Miz, I love your channel, brother. Up the charts. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate that. Faisal in the house. Miz, our mediocrity for 2 seasons now. Why we can't take any more risk with managers like De Zerbi? We need proven gaffer. We're already experimented enough. Another season of this would kill us. No, you're right. You're right. Look, I mean, I actually rate De Zerbi a lot. I know a lot of you guys don't. I understand that. I'm not pushing for De Zerbi at Chelsea or anything like that. It kind of makes me think it might be him, because there's a lot of Brighton people in our back room. It seems like we are setting up for De Zerbi. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think De Zerbi's got a distinct way of playing. Yes, there are flaws from a defensive side of things, but I tend to think with better players, you can perhaps play out his style a lot better. But then again, the question is, are our players better players? Some maybe, yes, of course. Not all. But yeah, a proper gaffer. But do we trust our board and our owners to bring in a proper gaffer? I don't think so. Look who we're linked with. We're linked with Thomas Frank from Brentford. I'm pretty sure soon we're going to get linked with Arne Slot again, and I'm pretty sure Vincent Kompany's name will come into the frame. We're not going to be like linked with, top of the range managers. Yeah. No more mid-table club manager personnel should be allowed into this club anymore. I agree. Poch has really disappointed. He should know this will be his last big job in England. If he gets sacked, yet is so passive and not showing any fight to improve to keep standards, just always full of excuses. Poch is full of excuses, this brother. Oh my God. He's got excuses before the match. He's got excuses after the match. I mean, let's check this out. I've got some quotes from Poch from yesterday. Silver Surfer, our club is finished. Shake my head. How does it change? They have to change the project, rip it up. If not, we are finished as a club that will challenge for top spots. These guys are all about making money. Edwards already rejected us in 2022, so we have no hope of getting him now. Valen, why would you turn down LFC for Chelsea? Look, I mean, I'm pretty sure Michael Edwards, he was shown the project and he probably thought, wow, yuck. Like, I don't want any part of this project. Also, I think Michael Edwards was looking for a lot more power, which I don't know whether Iqbali would have liked to give that much power. But Liverpool, they're moving. They're moving again, like a gargantuan club that they are. They've brought their man in. It's imminent. Michael Edwards is going to be returning back to Liverpool. And all of these fugazi thoughts from our owners. Oh, once Pep Guardiola leaves and, Klopp is obviously leaving, Chelsea will be there to pounce. Oh, man, the delusionary views of these owners and the board, it's insane. They actually think that once Pep and Klopp obviously going, that Chelsea is the next in line, like as if Arsenal don't exist, like as if Man United are not changing their things. Do you know what I hate about Man United the most? And I wish Chelsea had this trait. I say the word hate, but it's because it annoys me. Even when Man United are poor, they still get wins, man. I saw the highlights against Everton. How did they lose that? That's insane. But this is what Man United does. Like, that wasn't the first match. Man United almost entirety of this season, besides maybe that game against Aston Villa where they came back from behind. That was a very good victory from Man United. Man United pretty much this entire season, they've looked rubbish, but they pick up points. But they win. They've even put us away. Bombastically, they've put us away. They made us look like a C-grade team. So if you think, when Pep and Klopp, they're gone. Oh, yeah, Chelsea, sneaking in. Spurs are on the rise. Man United's there. Arsenal's obviously there. Aston Villa, God knows where they're going to be going. Newcastle, you best believe, will be bouncing back. The delusion from our owners, it's quite sensational. Valan, big up to you, my man. As much as our medical team are, Poch's training is not helping. He's injuring our players to use it as an excuse for him. Check this out. More excuses. Pochettino, Saturday after the Brentford game, the draw was like a loss. I thought this brother post-match said it was a big point. Didn't this guy tell all of us post-match, it was a big point against Brentford? Now, a few days later, Saturday after the Brentford game, the draw was like a loss. It killed my wife because I cancelled our dinner. I said I don't want to go for dinner. I wanted to stay at home. It's true she's not happy with me, but she knows very well that the mood is not very good. When the mood is not good, it's not easy for the family. The responsibility is to win and provide good feelings to the fans. You feel the responsibility when things are not so good. Look, I mean, this guy, I remember similar things was happening to Graham Potter before he got sacked. I remember the press were continuously pestering him, telling him, are you feeling the pressure? Are you feeling the... And then, Graham Potter said, yeah, it's not just him feeling the pressure. His family's feeling the pressure. It's not been nice. Maybe this is the final game, the end game that we are seeing under Poch. I mean, as I said, he has failed magnificently. Poch has failed magnificently at Chelsea, and he'll forever be known as a massive, massive fraud. He really will be. It's one big stint at Spurs, and that's pretty much what will define his career. Yeah, did some really good job at Southampton, did a bit of good job at Espanyol. Spurs is what he'll be remembered for. PSG, no one really cares. He won't be remembered for a single moment at PSG. And this is it. Poch is failed at Chelsea, and yeah, from Chelsea, where do you go? We're 11th. You're now looking at some mediocre jobs from here on in. You're not getting no more big jobs. It's done. It's done out here. Big gamble he took to come to Chelsea. Maurizio Pochettino. I hope one day Chelsea fans will support me the same way Newcastle do with Howe. Because I am here, I am the coach of Chelsea, and I want to win as much as our fans. This guy, he's always playing the victim card. Always, feel sorry for me, please, guys. Please feel sorry for me. I'm Maurizio Pochettino. Please feel sorry for me. I hope one day Chelsea fans will support me the way Newcastle do with Howe. How dare you? How dare you, Pochettino? How dare? You think it's just, things like this are just given? Howe connected with Newcastle because Howe took Newcastle from relegation point to Champions League. Eddie Howe took a Newcastle team that was on the brink of being relegated to the Champions League position. This season has been a topsy-turvy season for them. And that's the other thing. Which team doesn't have a topsy-turvy season? Which team doesn't have adversity? It almost feels like, Chelsea are the only one that's cursed. We're the only one that has, injuries. Newcastle have had bare number of injuries as well, and they've had the issue of Sandro Tonali, who's a big player for them. Sandro Tonali has been suspended due to gambling matters. Eddie Howe has not been able to, get the best out of the team this season. Yet they're still in front of us, though. Do you know how mad that is? Yet Newcastle's in front of us. It's crazy. It's crazy. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Only thing keeping him is the new financial year. Yeah, I hope that's the only thing. I think, look, he needs to go. There's no doubts about that. There's absolutely no doubts that he needs to go. I mean, this guy, I hate listening to him in the press conference. I hate listening to him post-match. Stuff that he's saying, I wish Chelsea fans supported me, looked at me, backed me the way Newcastle backs Eddie Howe. Come on, man. Show us some results. Don't tell me your finals are there to enjoy and finals are there to have no pressure. Don't worry about, getting silverware, this, that, the other. Yeah. Saying that getting a point against Brentford is a big point. Like, all of this nonsense. Stop. Talk like a Chelsea manager. Talk like a Chelsea manager. Don't talk like a D-head. Because you won't last. This is why it sickens me, man. These owners, these directors. How could you assemble such young, talented team, and then pick Pochettino? How could you? But then, what can I say? What can I say about these directors? They don't know Chelsea either. They don't know Chelsea either. Chelsea manager needs to have some level of bravery, some level of top-notch charismatic character. Chelsea manager needs to be straight up. No hanky-panky. We got this manager. We had Graham Potter. That's life. We had Graham Potter. That's life. We had Graham Potter XG. And now we got this brother who's just talking nonsense as well. DAOF, TT, Mo, Carlo, Di Matteo, Conte, all these guys never begged to be loved. What has Poch done to endear himself to the fans? Nothing. He's been shambolic and outrageously bad, as expected, though. As expected. A lot of people expected this. Joshua, they should have first hired a manager and then bought the players, according to the manager. True. Very, very true. Very, very true. Ryan, big up to you, my man. Iqbali and Poch paint each other's nails. Joshua Miz, will you do City versus Liverpool watch along? I don't think so, my man. I mean, I would love to. I know you guys would love it as well. It's at 2:30 a.m. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna need to sleep. I'll wake up and do a video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I was contemplating Spurs Aston Villa. That's a midnight game, but I think the Man City one is a bit too late. Obviously, if it was Chelsea, I'd watch it, of course. But it's a blockbuster game. But I'm going to be so tired tomorrow for work. It's just, it's not worth it. Milo, okay, the directors need to go ASAP. As for these owners, they are one dumb. Yep. How can you buy a club for 2.5 billion and even say you want to make profit but leave it to mediocre DOFs? I don't understand. So true. But you know what? They're gambling on the directors as well, Milo. Just the way they're gambling on the players that, it's a potential. It's a future development, Hopefully this player will turn out to be a 100 million player. Just like that, they're gambling on the DOFs. These are good DOFs. Hopefully, under Chelsea Football Club, they will become excellent DOFs. We are hoping for development on DOFs as well. The entire club is based on hope and development and youth. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. DLM Perplex, big up Miz. I'm a big fan of yours. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You might need someone like a Rantman, Matisse, Drogba, and Eunice to join Chelsea watch-alongs for some much-needed mood-lightening moments. Wishing you well. Appreciate that. It's tough. They all do watch-alongs at the same time. Tough to bring them on. I think it's good to have different opinions across different Chelsea channels. So enjoy all of them. Shubra, you remember the reports before the first game against Poole? He changed his tactics last minute after seeing a ultra-attacking Liverpool lineup. First sign of cowardness since day one. Yeah, he's a coward. Pochettino is a massive coward. Massive coward. Hudge, we have too many players to develop and too many of those aren't good enough. It would have helped if they actually hired the coach they want before embarking on such radical squad changes. And I hope that if they are looking to change the manager at the end of this season, which they have to, I think they have to. I think you're left with no choice. You will definitely have to change the manager because when you do the review, your review should be a fantastic F, a big F for Maurizio Pochettino. Red texter F stamped on it. There's your report card. See you later. Repeat this particular year again. So these these owners, these directors, if they are looking to change the manager, I hope they bring in the manager first and then do whatever business that needs to be done, consulting with the manager. Don't lose track by bringing in players and then bringing a manager after you brought in all the players, and then half these players are not even likened by the manager, or it's not even suitable for the manager. Constantine, big up to you, my man. Just a hunch. Poch, but how over delivering and exceeded expectations is why Newcastle fans support him so much, while you have done the complete opposite and failed spectacularly. Exactly. This is what I mean. Eddie Howe took Newcastle from relegation. I still remember, I thought Newcastle were going to get relegated. Then they got taken over by the Saudi group. And then Howe came in and wow, what a transformation. I think they finished that season mid-table, like they came 10th or something, which was incredible from being like nearly relegated to 10th. And then the following season, they made the top 4. They're in the Champions League. Obviously, this season didn't work out. They got very, very unlucky in their Champions League group. It was a group of death. At one point, it looked like they were going to go through. Right at the end, they faltered. But don't think that Newcastle are dead now. Like, they'll come back. They'll bounce back. Newcastle are here to stay. Hanad, the fact that these owners put a statement at the end of the season last year saying they don't want to repeat this nonsense next season just for it to happen again. It's embarrassing. Vindaloo, I think if a manager comes in, you're going to keep ripping up what you got. I don't know. We'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up. Nearly 280 of you guys are live right now. Take a moment before you leave. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this live stream. I mean, I know it's very tough being a Chelsea fan, but if you're a rival fan, you're enjoying our pain. Smash up the like button. If you're a Chelsea fan, you enjoy my content, smash up the like button before you go. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. And we've got a lot of Premier League matches coming up today. We'll see how it all goes. And I'll catch you guys very soon. Until next time. Take care. See ya.